Good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure to introduce our today's guest, Dr. Inderjeet Singh. Dr. Singh is serving as an R&D engineer in Research and Innovation Center of Excellence, City University, and assistant professor in Department of Engineering. He has completing his PhD in Mechanical Engineering and published more than 20 SCI Scopus indexed articles in reputed international journals and filed more than 10 patents in different domains. He has a total experience of 7 years in teaching, research and industry. His interest is towards CNC machines, 3D printing electric vehicles, and solar energy. Battery manufacturing. He has completed the development and fabrication of many in-house machines like CNC laser, 3D printers, desktop-sized CNC rotates, racing drones, and solar electric cars, as well as resulting in many startup ideas. So please, Dr. Singh, please join me in welcoming Dr. Inderjeet Singh.
Thank you so much, Ritika ma'am, and I hope I'm audible to everyone. Okay, so first of all, very good morning to all present here. Today we have a session arranged for you, which is on the topic problem solving and ideation. Okay, uh, the topic seems very generic, like problem solving, but this topic is applied to many areas, many domains. It can be applied to businesses, companies. It can be applied to a university. It can be applied to a process. There are many areas where this thing can be applied. This topic will it will introduce you the techniques of problem solving. So how to identify problems, how to solve the problems in a structured manner. Okay, so I will start the topic today, and I will share my presentation screen. Okay, I hope my screen is visible to all. You can see the presentation.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Right. So today's session will be on problem solving and ideation, as I told you. So we will start with discussion of the contents, which will be covered in this presentation or in this workshop. It's a small workshop which will provide you the insights. What are the steps which are followed to solve the problems in a structured manner? Okay, and which things you can use to identify problems and to rectify the problems. Okay, it can be in your business. It can be a problem in a process. It can be a problem in manufacturing. It can be a problem in the customer service. In different areas, this thing can be applied. Okay, so we will discuss. We will have the introduction to this topic, where we will discuss what is problem solving or ideation, and where these skills are used, why these skills are crucial in your day-to-day life or in businesses, even in your daily life. How these things are crucial or important. And mainly we will discuss this process of solving, how to identify, where we will discuss how to identify the problem, how to collect data from people and identifying a problem. After that we will analyze the problem, and these are some steps that we will discuss in detail. Generating the solutions, evaluating, all these steps we will discuss in today's workshop. and some techniques for ideation, brainstorming, design thinking. These are the different things which will be followed in this entire process. Right. So first thing is the introduction part, where we will discuss what is actually the problem solving. Right. So problem solving, it's a process. As I told you again and again, it's a structured process. We encounter these problems daily. On daily basis, we have some problems. Okay. But generally, we do not solve them with a structured manner. Okay. In like reference to a process, it can be a manufacturing process, it can be a customer service for a company, for a university. Okay, even it can be in your hostel. Different things, we encounter many problems. Okay. And problem solving will be the process where we identify these problems. Okay. And in a structured manner, we will do analysis, we will analyze these problems, and we will resolve these challenges with this step by step process. Okay. In a systematic way, as I told you, we will follow some steps. Okay. So, and obviously, if you are discussing a problem, you want some desired output in the form of a solution. Okay. So, we need a solution for this problem, and in a systematic way, we will try to achieve the solution. We will try to find some adequate solution to the problem that we have identified. Okay. And majorly it will involve the steps like critical thinking, gathering a team, finding creative solution, innovative ideas, and lastly decision making. Okay. So all these things, these three things which are highlighted, they are very critical. uh, Problem solving will enhance your critical thinking skills, your decision making, your creativity, your innovation. All the skills will be enhanced when you are doing following these steps. Okay. And when you are solving the problem, you are discussing between one earlier situation and later situation. Okay. The current situation will be having some problems, and the later on, what we desire, that will be the later situation. So we will be addressing the gaps by solving the problems. So we will find the solution and address those gaps between the current situation and your solution. Right. And before discussing the steps of problem solving, why it is important in everyday life. Okay, for normal human beings, we are not talking about businesses, but why it is important for a human being. Okay. Or in short, what skills it will add to your you know to your personality. So first thing is enhanced decision making. So this is a very critical skill, which many people lacks. That is called decision making. Okay. Whenever we have many choices, we generally have many choices, and but we find it difficult to make some decisions. Okay. So these problem solving, it will enhance your decision making skills. Okay. It will help you to choose between the available options. Okay. And it will provide you some leadership skills also. Okay. Where you gain how to do decisions in a structured manner. Okay. Second is adaptability. In everyday life, there are many, we have to encounter many problems. There are many problems which we do not want. Which are unforeseen conditions which we do not expect. Okay. So adaptability means in everyday life also, you will find these situations, and these techniques will help you to quickly adapt to those situations. Okay. Which are not expected. Okay. So this will enhance your skill or your adaptability to these kind of situations. where you have problems. So you will be quickly adapting and adjusting to these kind of situations in your everyday life. Okay. And last but not the least, this will make you a confident person also, building your confidence, self dependence, and solving the problems. It will enhance your overall confidence also. Okay. When you are adapting to these things, your decision making is becoming good, so obviously your confidence level will also boost. Okay. And after, if you solve these problems successfully, finding the solution, they make you much more confident than anything in the world. So it builds your confidence also in your everyday life. Okay. And importance in business includes, in the graphics you can see, we have three things highlighted in the graphics. Finding the new products. Okay. New processes and services. This means that when you're solving the problems, problem solving techniques, you find new products. Okay. The new products are, derived from solving the problems in the world. Okay. Solving day to day life problems, we invent new products, we invent new processes also, and services to the customers. Okay. So innovation, creating new products from existing problems in the in the world. Okay. Innovation in new products, will be, it will be done with the problem solving process, right? So the first step is doing innovation from the problem. You do some innovation, and this is how new products or new services are formed. Okay. Then sometimes we find that there is some process, or there is something not happening accurately. Okay. Which is having some inefficiencies. They are not done with the good quality. Okay. So finding these kind of problems, that this process or this thing is not good and it can be improved. Okay. Improving the already existing things, we can say that we are increasing some efficiency. It can be improving a process, improving our work style, improving the policies. Okay. It can be improving the services, customer services, or different things, operational things also. So finding the problems in these things and improving these things uh, in aspect of businesses. Okay. We improve the operational efficiency by problem solving process. And the last is crisis management, where as we discuss in everyday life also, we see some unexpected things. Okay. Similarly, in case of businesses, many unexpected things can happen. Like there can be some issues in supply chain management. There can be some issues, some crisis, financial crisis also may happen. Market crisis, market crashes. There can be COVID like situations which are very unexpected. Okay. So we call them as crisis situations, and this is a huge problem in businesses. Okay. And how to respond, how to solve these kind of issues when you have lack of raw material, lack of supply chain, uh, market demand, and there are many issues like that. So these problem solving skills, again, it helps a lot in businesses, solving these problems, finding the solution to these problems, and effectively making improvements in these kind of situations. Okay. And whenever you are doing problem solving process, it involves a lot of team, uh, a team who is identifying the problem, a team who will be discussing the solutions, the team who will be shortlisting, doing analysis. Okay. So it's a collective task done by a team, and it also enhances the capability of team collaboration uh, while doing the solution process. It develops a culture of collaboration. Okay, so these four things are very important parameters in terms of businesses when you are doing problem solving process. Okay, now next we will discuss the problem solving cycle or problem solving process. So it's a cycle which happens again and again. So and the cycle involves six stages. Okay, so in the graphics you can see there are six stages which are involved in solving cycle. uh, starting from starting from the first stage where we identify a problem. Okay, this is the first stage of the cycle, identifying a problem. Okay, and we are moving towards this side where we analyze that situation. Okay, once the problem is identified, we analyze the situation. Okay, we generate the solutions. From analysis we generate ideas, we generate innovative solutions, many solutions for the above problems. Okay, from the solutions we have to make some decision, we have to choose the best one out of the solution. Okay, and from that we have to do implementation of that solution. We have to do necessary changes in policies. We have to inform, we have to engage the people to change the policies, to change the process. And after some time we have to evaluate that whether the solution has changed, whether it has improved, and what is the comparison between the earlier situation and the new situation. So we evaluate, we review the changes, and this is how step by step a problem is identified, and it is improved and solution is found. Okay, so in the upcoming few minutes we will discuss uh, all these stages one by one in detail. We will discuss all these six stages involved in the problem solving cycle. Okay, so the first stage, which is identifying the problem. So in this slide we will discuss in detail that what is this stage, why it is important, what is this stage about, and what important things or points or questions we have to take care. Okay, in this stage, in the stage of identification of a problem. Okay, so basically this is the first step in the problem solving process. Okay, and it will involve finding an issue. Okay, understanding that where we have the problem, and defining the problem uh, in different areas. Okay, so the first parameter that we need to take care is recognizing the symptoms. Okay, symptoms, like in your human body, we observe the symptoms for fever, we observe the symptoms for cough and cold. Okay, in other cases, in problem solving cases, we recognize the symptoms in a process. We recognize uh, if something is going wrong which can be improved. Okay, we can pay attention to small things which are going wrong. Okay, and we can observe these things. We can take input we can take input from different people, that if something is going wrong. Okay, understanding the experiences from people. Okay, taking inputs, and if we pay attention to these things, we would likely found that something is going wrong. Okay, this is what we call finding the symptoms. Okay, where we will identify that something is going wrong and it can be certainly improved. Okay, then the second step in the stage will be analyzing the situation. Now we have already observed that something is going wrong. Okay, so now we have to analyze the situation, that what is happening actually, where it is happening, and to whom it is happening, whether it is happening to entire public or to a group of people or to some process. Okay, so we generally collect some data. Okay, the data is collected from different people. If it is a process, we gather some facts, we gather some figures, numbers, to validate that whether it is happening actually and to whom it is happening. Okay, so we analyze the situation, uh, to whom, why, where, when. Okay, we collect the data from different people, from processes, and this is how we analyze the situation, and analyze what is the impact of this situation, of this problem. Okay, so once we have analyzed the situation, okay, we will define the problem, precisely, specifically we will define the problem in a more clear way. Okay, because now we have understood that to whom the problem is happening and where it is happening, at what time, whether it is happening on daily basis, at some some of the time only. Okay, so once we have identified, just for example, you can say that, in maybe in some certain days like Diwali months, let's say, in the duration of Diwali months, maybe some kind of courier services, they delay their deliveries to, the courier deliveries are delayed by 2 3 days or even more than that. Okay, so whether it is happening on daily basis or just for a section of few days only. Okay, so we identify that where it is happening and when it is happening. Okay, and after that we define the problem clearly, that during the Diwali days, the courier services find, the problems in deliveries. Okay, the deliveries are delayed. So this is your problem. You have identified the problem clearly, right? Okay, and after that we frame it accurately, that your problem is this. Okay, and to whom it applies, whether it is applying to all of the people or some people only. Okay, you define the problem clearly. Okay, and after that you validate your understanding. What you have concluded, you have to validate it from others also. Okay, you have to share your problem with other people, that whether they are also facing same issues or not. Okay, you will confirm from other people also, if you are finding some issues in transport. Okay, whether they are also facing the same issues. Okay, this will validate your problem, that this problem is genuine. Okay, the problem definition is genuine. Okay, and if people tells you something else. Okay, you need to refine your problem statement. Okay, from the feedback which is received from the people, you will refine your problem statement. Okay, so this is the step where you validate your problem. Okay, now we have stage second, where we analyze the situation, which is your second step, which is again very crucial step in the problem solving cycle. Okay, so this is the second step where you investigate, in detail. You investigate the root cause. Okay, what is the root cause of the problem? What will be the scope? Which people are affected by these problems. Okay, you understand the problem in more detail. Okay, and you discuss the reasons of the problem, what is the scope, and what can be the potential solutions to these problems. Okay, so the steps in this stage, all these stages, they have some steps which are involved in each stage. Okay, which we are discussing in every stage. Okay, so first is understanding the problem in detail. Okay, So when we are discussing the problem, we have to do some observations. Okay, we have to do many observations. We have to collect the data. Now we are analyzing this thing in detail. So we need to collect some relevant data from the people. Maybe we have to do some interviews. Some surveys has to be done from people. Okay, from the people who are affected. Okay, so we have to do some analysis and collecting the data, right? So understanding the problem in detail. So based on that, we have to restate your problem. Okay, you need to redefine your problem statement and refine your problem. Okay, and this we have discussed that we need to gather the data. It can be a quantitative data. Okay, it can be a qualitative data also, and it can be done through interviews, from surveys. Okay, from different conditions that you observe by monitoring things. Okay, so there are different ways to gather data, and we have to do some analysis on these kind of data. Okay, after that, we have to explore what is the cause, what is the root cause of the problem. Once we identified that yes, there is a problem, we have to identify that what is the root cause of the problem. Okay, so in this step, we can use, okay, we can use many techniques, like there are tools, we call it as 5 whys. Okay, so five whys, it's a technique where you identify a root cause. We call it as root cause analysis. Okay, asking again and again, 5 times why is question. Okay, where, when, and lot of these questions, it will help you finding the root cause of the problem. Okay. Okay, the next is evaluating the constraints. Okay, now people will tell you that yes, there is a problem. Okay, you have identified the problem, but now you have to understand that whether this problem is due to some kind of constraint, some kind of constraint in a budget. Okay, financial constraints, or maybe technology constraints are there, or due to some time constraints. Okay, so whether we have some constraint limits, uh, okay, which is causing these problems, we have to understand the limitations. Okay, if it is in a business, okay, maybe financial constraints can be there, maybe time constraints can be there. Okay, maybe we do not have technology. Okay, so these kind of constraints we have to discuss when we are analyzing the situation, right? And after that, we have to develop hypothesis. Okay, hypothesis will clearly based upon your analysis. Okay, hypothesis will exactly list all the possible reasons. Okay, which are causing these kind of problems. Okay, and hypothesis, it will validate your problem definition. Okay, so developing a hypothesis means you develop a problem statement and list accurately, you list the reasons with the help of data also. Okay, which are validated with the help of data, right? For example, with the help of data, we can clearly say that courier deliveries, they are delayed in the Diwali days. Okay, in that week, the courier services are delayed, and we validate this with the help of our data. Okay, so that will be your hypothesis. Okay, next, we have your stage three, where once we have identified the problem, we have analyzed the problem, we have analyzed the situation. Okay. Now, stage three will be the stage where we are generating solutions. Okay. So it is the third step where we will generate the solutions. Uh, the solutions will come from different people. Okay, and it will involve brainstorming, by a team, okay, by discussions, evaluating that how this thing can be solved, okay, and finding the ways which can solve the problems, right? Okay, the first thing is defining the objective. Now let's say we will discuss the same problem again, which we can say that as a case study. Let's say Diwali, the deliveries during Diwali days, they are uh, they range from 5 to 7 days. They are delayed to 7 days. Okay, and we have to define an objective, that what we actually want as an outcome. Now this is your problem, that the deliveries are delayed, but what will be the outcome which you desire, okay, which is actually required as a solution. Okay, so for example, we have to define the objective that yes, we need all the courier deliveries within 3 days or within 2 days, okay, maybe within 3 days. So it will be your desired outcome, that we want this thing, this is your objective. And after that we will start looking the possible ways to achieve your objective, to achieve your goal. Okay, once you have identified that this should be the solution, the courier delivery should reach your home in 3 days. Now you look for the possible ways how to achieve that situation. Okay, after that you gather a team of people, okay, which will do brainstorming. Okay, they will look for many ideas, as much as ideas as possible. Some ideas may be practical, some may be very impractical. Okay, people may ask you that during the Diwali days we should use uh, air services for deliveries to deliver within 3 days. Maybe this can be impractical, but we should include as many as ideas as possible. Okay, brainstorming will come from different types of people, so including all the ideas, solutions, we have to include when we are doing brainstorming. Okay, so again, ideas may be impractical, ideas will be innovative also. There are many types of ideas which will come when you have a team of people discussing the solutions. Okay, that is called brainstorming, right? So evaluating and refining the ideas. Now people have given you many ideas which can be used for solutions. Okay, some of them are very innovative, some of them are impractical, which cannot be used due to limitations. Okay, there are financial limitations. We cannot use air services for doing all kind of deliveries. Okay, there are some places where we do not have air services. So some solutions may be impractical and they may be rejected. Okay, so we have to do shortlisting the creative ideas, innovative ideas which will solve these problems. Okay, within our limitations, within our limitations, which ideas from the above step can be shortlisted to solve these problems. Okay, we can screen different ideas, narrow down to some of these ideas. Okay, after that we can do SWOT analysis. Okay, for different ideas we can we can conduct a SWOT analysis. Okay, where we have to analyze different strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats for all the ideas. Okay, after that which one is looking feasible, so we can narrow down, we can shortlist that idea, and we can define our ideas. Okay, next is engaging your stakeholders. Stakeholders means the people who will be the beneficiaries, who are actually affected by these problems, and who will be benefited from these solutions. Okay, you engage the people before implementing these things. You engage the people that these are the ideas, and you receive the inputs from those people who are involved. Okay, from the beneficiaries who will be who will be involving, who will be benefited from these things. You seek feedback, you seek inputs from people. Okay, who will be involved in these things. Okay, and after refinement, making some changes as per the feedback. you document the proposed solutions. Okay, it can be more than one solution. Here you document the solutions. Okay, you discuss different solutions, how this solution will solve that problem, what will be the benefits of each and every solution. Okay, in this step we are generating the solutions, and we may shortlist more than one solution, right? There may be 5 solutions, there may be 10 solutions which are shortlisted, and after analysis we highlight the benefits of each and every solution. Okay, and how it will solve the problem. So we will document the proposed solutions for the next step. Okay, so the next step is stage number 4, where which is called decision making. Okay, from the previous step, now we have a number of solutions which are documented. Okay, having the advantage of each and everyone, having benefits highlighted for each and everyone. SWOT analysis maybe have done for each and every proposed solution. Okay. Now in this stage, we have to select the most effective, most good looking option from the available solutions. Okay, which we have generated in the previous step, right? So in this step, it's we have to establish a criteria that okay, we discussed that we want the deliveries, we want the courier deliveries within 3 days. Okay, that was our solution, and we want within the budget also. Okay, maybe here we have to discuss that whether your solution it is meeting the criteria. Okay, and whether it is aligning with what we discussed earlier, that we want uh, we need a solution in an economical way. So whether the solution aligns with the actual outcome that we required in the first step. Okay, so this should be your decision criteria. Okay, and evaluating that, we compare other options also. What are the alternatives? Still, we are discussing all the solutions, so we look for other alternatives. Okay, whether it is feasible or not, whether using air services is feasible or not feasible. Okay, and pros and cons, advantages, disadvantages of different solutions that we have to compare before making the decision. Okay, and once you have compared, now it's the time to make a structured decision. Okay, we have to specifically decide that which solution is the best one. Okay, after comparison, after a lot of comparison, uh, after establishing, after aligning with your needs. Okay, so we select a specific solution which is the best in fulfilling all the needs of the problem. Okay, and once you have made your decision, okay, you make a implementation plan, how you will implement this solution, how you will make changes to a process, to an organization, to a business. Okay, how to adapt to the new solution. Okay, you also during the decision time you also make a plan for implementation. Okay, how to execute this solution. This will be your last step in the decision making stage. Okay, and the next one will be stage 5, where we implement the solution. Okay, implementing the solution, where your decisions, you have taken the decision. Okay, now it's a time to translate your solution into actual uh, actual process. Okay, you have to choose the solution, and you have to take some steps to make changes in the process. Okay, so here the first thing will be developing a plan, where you develop an implementation plan. In the plan, you define the objectives, you define which steps will be used to make the changes to implement the new solution. Okay, whether you have to change the people, whether you have to change the responsibilities, whether you have to change some timings, whether you have to provide people with the new tasks. Okay, uh, we want to ensure that the solution is implemented correctly. Okay, so with the aims, different aims, how these objectives will be implemented, right? You have to develop an implementation plan. Okay, you have to communicate the plan with the people, with the stakeholders, beneficiaries. Okay, people who will be affected. We have to inform all the people. Okay, we have to clarify that what will be your role, your responsibilities, what will be the steps, what will be the methods. Okay, you will provide all the resources to the people, right? And once you have done that, after communication, you execute your plan. Okay, you do the execution and you monitor the progress uh, of that step. Okay, so whenever you want to introduce a change, you want to introduce something new, you need to provide some support also. Support will be in the form of trainings. It can be providing new resources, new technology, new things can be offered to the people. Okay, to the stakeholders, we need to provide trainings, we need to provide resources so that they can adapt, they can change. uh, okay, for the solution part, we need to offer the support to different people. Okay, and the last step in this problem solving cycle, the final step is to review the changes, to evaluate that whether your solution has now solved the problem, effectively resolved the problem or not. Okay, whether you want to make some changes. Okay, so in this step, you revisit your objectives. Okay, in the first stage, you want some solutions. Now, after implementation, you will review that whether those outcomes have been achieved or not. Okay, and how you will measure this thing? You will measure this with the help of data. Okay, you will measure this thing with the help of feedbacks, with the help of surveys and interviews again. Okay, we can say this as post interviews, where people will tell you that yes, this thing has actually changed, or the problem is now solved, half solved or fully solved. Okay, this is where you review the outcome of your solution. Okay, maybe after implementation, you maybe continuously you may be required to make some changes. Okay, there may be some kind of refinements which are still required. Okay, so for the continuous improvements, you need to make changes again and again. Okay, you will monitor the progress and make adjustments where you still required. Okay, we need to make some changes. Okay, and finally, once everything is implemented. Okay, your solution has now improved a process, improved policy, improved an organization. Okay, now the last step is to celebrate the success. Okay, where you acknowledge the people who have worked on this problem. Okay, which have provided you the solution. Maybe you can reward them, maybe you can highlight uh, the people or the individuals. Okay, who are involved in this problem solving process. Okay, so the last thing is to celebrate the solution part, right? Okay, this is
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Inderjeet sir, for a wonderful session. Any questions, students? I think no. It's okay. Thank you so much. Once again, thank you so much, Inderjeet sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.